The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Other than that, I'm going to give some leading questions here. I've had some wild people on this show the last couple of weeks. I've had members, they know who they are, who say, I really can't say with my lips that this man, Barack Obama, was legitimately elected president. They choke on that. How many are there in the Congress on your side that represent that sort of rejectionist front? We don't like this guy. We don't like anything with his name on it. We want him to get out of here. We want to erase his record as if he were never here. Congressman King, how many people are like that? They want to put the Barry Bonds asterisk next to this guy. He really didn't hit these home runs. They had a problem. We wish he'd never come.
I would say there's probably 30 or 40 like that, as there were a number of Democrats who felt that way about George Bush. And going back to when you and I first met, Republicans who felt that way about Bill Clinton. This is a dangerous aspect of our government.
What is?
The fact that we have people who are willing to demonize the President of the United States because he's in a different party. When I got elected in '92, I had Republicans elected with me who said they would never enter the White House for even a social event so long as Bill Clinton was president. Then when George Bush was there, you had Democrats who had this Bush obsession. And now, obviously, with President Obama, it's definitely there. There's no doubt about it.
Well, they missed some good times with Bill, didn't they?
That's right.
Let me start off by telling you, after 21 months now, 2,200 hours alone on the birth certificate itself, Sheriff Arpaio made an announcement in Maricopa County in March 2012 that we had probable cause to believe the birth certificate presented via the web and at a press conference purported to be, by Barack Obama, to be his official birth record, proof positive of his birth in Hawaii, to be a 100% forgery. We continued after that. We have worked tirelessly on this document, if you want to call it that. It is not a document. It is a PDF file. It is a computer-generated image. It is not a birth certificate. You can't use it to get into Little League. You can't use it to get a Social Security card. You can't take it into a courtroom and use it as proof of your identification. It is absolutely nothing. And the President of the United States stood before the American people and offered them nothing. That picture over there, and you'll hear this, and I'm sure you people that follow this, hear about these birth announcements that were in the newspaper, and they throw that up as some kind of evidence of where he was born. I'm going to tell you now, those birth certificates, those birth announcements are nothing. They prove nothing. All they prove is somebody reported a birth. It doesn't tell you where that individual was born. It doesn't tell you who the father was. It doesn't tell you much. It tells you that someone reported a birth event. This is the only president, to my knowledge, sitting in the White House that has 4 aliases. Barack Hussein Obama, Barry Obama, Barry Soetoro, and Soe Barka. I don't know what a Soe Barka is, but it was on a passport. That's 4 that I know of. That individual sitting in that White House today could not pass a background check for any of your departments. That's a scary thing. Our work has been checked off and verified by a certified forensic document examiner who's testified in numerous trials as an expert. And at the end of his report, a 40-page report, he says in 20 years of seeing all kinds of documents, he has never seen anything so seriously flawed that, in his opinion, this birth certificate is a complete fabrication. Now you have to ask yourself, that's a felony. If any of you went and tried to make a birth certificate, that's a felony. If any of you took that birth certificate and tried to pass it off for gain, that's a felony. If you took that birth certificate, you created it, and you put it on the White House website, that's a felony. I don't know, how many more felonies do we need? You can't do a background check on the most powerful man in the country. We have a bad problem. There is no agency that vets the President of the United States. It is left up to the opposing party. It's left up to the Constitution, and it's left up to the media. That's it. That came directly from Washington. Nobody vets a presidential candidate. We need your help. Sheriff Arpaio really put it out there, and he wants to advance this now. He can't let it go.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.